Yo, yo, yo! What it do? What it do? Ha ha! This your boy AJ of the Deep Thought. I'm back at it again, once again. Ha ha! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm back at it again with a brand new video, man. Today, man, I want to talk about why do people feel like it's okay putting out their personal business on the internet? Why do people feel like it's okay to put out their most very personal business out on the internet? Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm finna explain. Now, a video that I saw kind of disturbed me a little bit, per se. You feel what I'm saying? And the video is provided by the brother Theo Cooper of the Do Better podcast. Shout out to the brother Theo Cooper of the Do Better podcast, man. Much respect to him and his channel. He talks about a young lady who literally, I don't know if it's TikTok or Instagram or whatever. She literally came out and exposed the fact that she had a train ran on her. If you know, you know, she had a train ran on her. She felt like expressing that on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna talk about it because she expound on this particular thing. You feel what I'm saying? So we finna go and check this video out. Shout out to the brother Theo Cooper of the Do Better podcast, man, for this video. Much love and appreciation come from him. Always remember everything that I do and use is under the at other fair use. So we finna go and get into it, man. Let's get it.
She had a train rain on her apparently. Chew, chew.
When I was 14, I had a train ran on me by three senior boys in high school. I was 14, one was 17, another was 17, and one was 16 years old.
So you mean to tell me at the age of 14, you got down with three dudes way older than you? Okay, I see where this shit is finna go. So we finna just let the rest of this video ride.
When I was 14, I got bullied a lot, so I didn't have any friends in school, and my home life was no better than my school life. I was the black sheep of my family, and I was severely mistreated in my home, and I was left out, neglected, and bullied in school. I walked to school every day by myself with my headphones in, listening to my music, and I walked home every day by myself. I never bothered anyone, I never talked to anyone. I was a very shy child. These boys were extremely handsome and very popular in school, and they also happened to have to walk every day to school, to and from. And one day, they decided to start speaking to little old me. Now you have to understand my perspective at this time. I was a nobody and nothing, both in school and in my home life. Nobody gave a damn about me. To the point teachers had to bring food to school, groceries for me at one point in time. And all of a sudden, the popular boys were coming up to me and talking to me while we were walking home to school together. Not only were they popular, they were attractive. All the girls wanted them. They were in ROTC, they played sports, they were light skinned, they had the curly hair, the best fits, the flyest Jordans, and they were talking to me with my raggedy clothes, with my hand me downs, with my hot waters, with my hair all over my head, with my funky armpits. I felt like I was dreaming. I couldn't believe it. Like, this could finally be my chance. I could finally have some friends. I could finally be part of the popular crowd. I could finally be in, right? They told me that I was cool, that they wanted me to come over and play games with them. So that's what I did.
And I want to stop right here because I'm only what 10 years removed from high school. I'm 30 years old, by the way. And I don't know about y'all who watch my content on YouTube, but if you came up the way I came up, any young brother that came up how I came up understands that when you have like the popular people in high school and all that type of stuff, 9 times out of 10, if they mess with someone or if they hanged out with somebody that most people may look as like probably they may think that they don't really have much or they don't have what they have or they don't have anything per se because she's literally explaining she didn't have nothing. She didn't have nothing in high school. She wasn't popular. She didn't really have friends like that. And now all of a sudden these three guys, these three boys are coming towards her. I hate to say this on the internet, but I'm gonna say it because this is who I am and I'm a real one. Where I'm from, they looked at it as a toss joint. I'm gonna just say it. I hate to be the one to say that, but I'm gonna just be real. They looked at it as a toss joint. No matter how no one feels about this particular video, what I'm saying gonna stand and it gonna remain. Them three particular dudes at the time back when she was in high school, they probably looked at her as an easy layup. Someone that they know in the back of their mind they can get something with. You feel what I'm saying? If you know, you know. And any brother who was in high school and they was popular, this, that, and the third, y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. There was some females that you probably had saw that you just knew. Oh, if you just go up there and say a couple words, you got them just like that. And I'm not saying that to be sexist or sound like I'm sexist. I'm just keeping it P. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? There was some girls that dudes saw, especially they didn't look like they was stuck up or whatever. There was dudes that looked at them as a layup. They looked at them as a toss joint. Something that was easy. You feel what I'm saying? And I honestly feel like that's how they looked at her back when she was in high school. You know what I'm saying? In my humble opinion. But let's get back to the rest of the video so we can see what else she said.
Before we get too deep into it, a couple things. The whole light skin and her hair curly, that's kind of cringe in itself. And she also talked about how at one point in her life, teachers had to bring food to her from the grocery store, which kind of tells me she most likely had shitty parents. But still, at 14, I was conscious of what was going on around me. And her talking about the 16 and 17-year-old kid, these are kids within your age bracket. It's not like you're 14 and these people were 25. Let's not try to paint them out like they're that much older, but let's get it.
One day I followed them home, walked right down the street with them to their house, and I went inside to play Call of Duty with them. I remember their home was much different from my home life. Their mom was in the kitchen cooking, their aunts were in there, they was all chit-chatting, they offered me a plate. Their brothers and cousins were all in the room playing together. I was so amazed. I felt so welcomed. I felt so at home. I thought to myself, I never want this feeling to stop. I don't want to go back home to where I was at and get cussed out, yelled, and abused. This is amazing. I got new friends and maybe even a new family too. We played Call of Duty until the sun went down, and then his mom told me I needed to go home. As I was going home, he told me, come back. I'll sneak you in so that we can play the game some more.
And from here I want to stop. At what point did she realize what they was trying to do with her? That's what I like to know. I want to stop right here before I let the rest of the video go. I just want to say, because I'm trying to get the understanding. When did she realize what they was finna get ready to do to her? You thinking that I'm just like I'm trying to be logical with this video. You know what I'm saying? Like, when in the world did she realize what was finna get ready to go down? And I understand she young, but at the time she was young, but still, You gotta be conscious of your surroundings, just like Brother Theo just said. You mean to tell me you wasn't subconsciously thinking like, why is these guys constantly hanging with? Why is they constantly, let me hang out with them all the time, this, that, and the third. But that's just me. That's just my mentality. Let's get back to the video.
Started to get dark. I obviously had to head back home. But as I was getting ready to leave, he came up to me and said, "Come back tonight. I'll sneak you in so we can play more of the game." 14-year-old me, who wouldn't want to play more of the game with one of the most popular boys in school? Come on now. So that's what I did. I came back. And we played the game. And then he leaned over and he touched me. And he kissed me. And he told me I was pretty. In my mind, it was like someone blew my head off. The popular boy in school just told me I was pretty and kissed me and likes me. That's what he's telling me. He likes me.
I don't even know what to say for real. I'm gonna keep it all in repeat. I don't even know what to say for real. I'm still tripping off the fact she ain't realizing what the hell is going on around her. Like, I don't know. Back to the video.
Here and there, but this was really my first full double. And as we're doing it, and then he leaned over and he touched me. And he kissed me. And he told me I was pretty. In my mind, it was like someone blew my head off. The popular boy in school just told me I was pretty and kissed me and likes me. That's what he's telling me. He likes me. Fast forward and he's got my clothes off and we're doing the whoop-de-woo and I'm completely vulnerable. And as we're doing it and he turns me over and tells me to get on my hands and knees and arch my back, I hear the door crack open. I look up in shock, gasp, thinking his mom has called us and we're about to be in so much trouble, but nope. It's his brother. He never stopped stroking me. As his brother walked in, I sat there in disbelief, my mind racing. Mind you, I hadn't even had sex really before this. A couple of little playful things here and there, but this was really my first full time going all the way. So now I'm wondering what's going on. Why
Do y'all call Kat? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to call this young lady a liar, but if you were 14 and a virgin, you would say, "I'm currently getting my virginity broken." I know I was still a virgin at 14. I had messed with some chicks, finger bang a little bit, TMI, but I would say, hey, I was a virgin then. This your first time doing it, trainer?
hasn't he stopped?
Nah, and this is where I'm right here like, yeah, I kind of want to call it cap. Like, she trying to make it seem like she didn't know what the hell was going on. That's why I'm constantly saying, like, you mean to tell me you don't know what's going on? At 14, I was getting it in. I'm gonna keep it all the way, Pete. Ain't no way in the world you gonna act like you don't know what the hell going on. Like you just dumbfounded. You just so dumbfounded that you don't even know what's going on. I'm just being honest. Like I don't. Let me watch. I got to finish the rest of this video because I got to see how she gonna end this shit. I got to see how she gonna end this shit. Let's go.
Do I stop? Do I lay here? Do I tell him to stop? I don't really know. His brother walks in, he never stops stroking, and then he leans down and whispers in my ear, "Can my brother get a turn?" I don't really know what to say. I don't know what to do. Do I say no? Do I say yes? I mean, I should
say no.
Say no, right?
You say no.
I don't even know your brother, but I finally have some friends.
Lord Jesus. Oh my fucking God. So, you mean to tell me you undoubtedly went down for a choo-choo. You was down to get tossed up and you didn't realize what the hell is going on. Like I'm dumbfounded. Like I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to think for real. Like I'm being honest. Like I done heard some crazy stuff in my lifetime. Like I done been around long enough to seen stuff and heard stuff. But you mean to tell me, I you getting it in with a with someone in the school. You getting down with somebody in school who's supposed to be popular, right? Her words, someone popular that she probably had feelings for, woo woo woo, blah blah blah. Bro got in the room, knocking her down. His brother just happened to come in the room. Then he leans over to you while dude already hitting you. He tell you, "Can my brother get some?" And now you acting crazy and dumbfounded like you don't know what's going on. Lord Jesus. I don't know. I I'm dumbfounded. Like I'm dead ass serious. I'm so dumbfounded. I don't even know what to say. Like this how I feel.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Like real talk. You can't make this shit up. Like you that dumbfounded to the point that you don't understand what's finna happen to you. You don't understand what's finna. You don't understand what's going on. You just down. I, let's get back to the video. Let's get back to the video.
And their family's really nice to me. I hate to mess this up. So him and his brother get a turn. But then the door cracks open again. And here comes his cousin. Ain't no fun unless we all get some, right? That's what they told to me. I'll spare you all the details of my sad sob story, but let's just say fast forward, everyone has their fun, I guess. And it's time for me to go home. And I'm confused and I'm ashamed. And I don't really have anybody I can talk to about it. I don't know what I just did, and I don't even know if I liked what I just did. Anyways, because I know this video is getting long and you guys probably don't want to hear all the details. Long story short, back then, I didn't realize that I was a victim. I didn't realize that that was a manipulation tactic. I didn't realize I was targeted. Back then, I was just ashamed. I felt like I had been a whore, a harlot. I felt disgusting. I felt like it was my fault. I felt like I should have moved smarter. And I also, in the same breath, felt like, finally, somebody loves me. Somebody wants me. Finally, I'm pretty enough. Finally, I'm good enough. And it was two confusing different feelings. And now that I'm older, I really understand what was going on. And I'm just making this video to spread awareness for the other girls that may have had the same thing happen to them or may have gone through similar things and were always too ashamed to bring it up or speak their truth. You were a victim.
When I was 17 years old, I was a senior in high school, and I was a virgin. I didn't lose my virginity until the next year when I was 18. I remember I had a night class that I was going to when I was in high school. I could make sure my ass graduated on time. Long story short, I remember I had to go from my school to another school, which is a couple miles down the road, at a class like 6 o'clock in the evening. And I used to walk with this girl who I kind of liked in school. And right before this class, she invited me into her house. I was 17 years old. She invited me into her house. The reason I didn't go inside that girl's house because I knew 100% we both liked each other that we would be having sex. But I knew at 17, I was too young. I wasn't ready to have sex yet. I knew that even though I did want it, I still knew I wasn't there yet. I said all that to say this. Yeah, she was 14, but the way that she's played it out is if she was manipulated, as if someone did something to her. Right. Peep what she said. When the brother came in, she said, am I okay with this? Should I say yes? Should I say no? What did she immediately say? But I have friends now, maybe possibly even a new family. You knew what you were doing weren't right, but you said, hey, if I don't say yes, they won't let me be friends with them.
Exactly. Which is why I have to call it kind of cap. Like, you can't tell me you don't know what was finna go down. And I'm just saying, and when I say this, understand that I understand there is situations where there are dudes that do manipulate females that will do that type of stuff, but this is not that kind of situation. Sometimes you gotta listen to what people say as they talk. 9 times out of 10, no matter who it is, when they talk, they telling on themselves while they are talking. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I say in this particular situation, I can't feel no type of way because you said I have friends now. So that indicates to me that because you felt like the most popular dude in school, who you went to school with or whatever, you felt like it was okay. So you let not only old boy who was popular in school got it, you let his cousin and his brother get it as well. You know what I'm saying? Now, there may be people that may feel a different way, that may see things a different way, but the way I see it, because I wasn't, well, no, I ain't gonna tell my business on the internet. But anyway, all I can say is this here. When you've been around certain situations similar to, you have to know your surroundings and understand what you are getting yourself into before you do it anyway. And I say that to anybody. I don't care who it is. Let's get back to the video.
I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but I can't see you as the victim. And that's one thing they're going to always perpetuate themselves as a victim. Now, if you was 14 and those men were in their mid 20s and 30s, hell yeah, but these were other high school kids. You
Right.
knew what it was and you were
Right.
down for it. So that's all I got to say. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm wrong.
Exactly. And shout out to the brother Theo Cooper for the video, by the way. And yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like she was down for whatever. In my mind, I feel like she was down for whatever at 14. Because she told you she didn't have no friends. She wasn't popular in high school. She didn't have no friends. She said it out her own mouth. Parents, teachers and stuff was buying her groceries because she was poor. To be honest, she was poor. She came from a dysfunctional household. You know what I'm saying? She came from a very dysfunctional household. And she thought what was going on was okay. You know what I'm saying? Now, it would have been different if these dudes was like 25 and up. If they was grown ass men and they did that, then I can feel some type of way. Because now you can say, yeah, they manipulate you. Because they grown ass men. What the hell a 25-year-old messing with a 14-year-old? You need to get your ass whooped. But this is not what this was. This was folks around her age, similar, maybe a couple years older. I ain't with that neither. But still, at the end of the day, I feel like she knew what she was getting herself into. She just didn't want to admit the fact that she got herself into that. Because again, she didn't realize she was being a toss junt. Or she was finna become a toss junt. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. I just say how I feel. I really don't care how people think about it. So yeah, man. That's the video, man. If you like this video, man, and you like this type of content, man, make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button. You dig me? And also, shout out to the brother Theo Cooper of the Do Better podcast for this video. I will leave the links down in the bottom of the description below so y'all can check it out for yourselves, man. Until next time, peace and one love.